Hi everybody, it's Charlene Linton, your vocal therapist, your vocal psychologist, and I help recording artists just like you with exquisite vocal technique. I also help you to cultivate the mindset of a leader and a legend, and I also help you to become spiritually aligned with how powerful, lovable, and valuable you are. Those three things are the holy trinity of success. Today, I'm going to be taking you through a singing tutorial that is going to really help you understand 6 ways to improve, change, affect, impact your tone. And you're going to realize just how many skills and tools you already have in your tool belt. It's going to be an amazing one. Check it out. So the first 3 things I'm going to describe in regards to how you can affect or change your tone is about vibrato. You can affect change by completely pulling vibrato out of a phrase. You can affect tone by the type of vibrato that you use. Is it quick? Is it quick and rapid, or is it slow and undulating? And you can also affect tone based on where you put vibrato in the phrase. Now, if you've been following me for some time, you know that I am not overly technical when it comes to the singing voice, because it's important that when you are on stage, you're not in your head thinking about technique. That's the last thing that you should be doing. The thing that is the most enjoyable is to be in your body and have these body sensations, and that is what gets you a standing ovation. That is what impacts people to buy your stuff. That is what impacts people to weep and open doors of opportunity for you. So that brings me to point number 4, and it really speaks about intention. Intention speaks to who you are going to show up as in that moment. You can have an intention to really be emotionally connected to a song in a particular way. You can have an intention that you're going to be heard. There are so many different intentions that you can use that automatically impact tone. Now, tone is something that is like your blueprint, your vocal soul blueprint, and it carries everything about you. I can listen to somebody speaking, I can listen to somebody singing, and I can hear their characteristics, I can hear their personality, I can hear trauma, I can hear fears, I can hear strengths. All of these things are carried in the tone of you. And your intention when you're singing really is who you intend to show up as in that particular moment. And because we're multifaceted, you can show up as anybody that you like, as long as it's authentic and people can feel whether you're authentic or not. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate to you using the song Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. I'm going to set an intention, which I'm going to tell you about, and I want you to listen to the type of things that happen in terms of my vibrato, where I've put it, even my volume. I just want you to check this out, okay? So the first intention that I'm about to set is really based on, I want to be heard. I want to be heard. I want it to be clear. I want to have a clear voice with no distraction. And I actually want people to listen to me. So that's the intention that I'm setting. So I want you to listen to how that impacts vibrato, volume, where I've put the vibrato, etc. If I stay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? So if you notice, there wasn't really that much vibrato, and when there was, I put it right at the end of the phrase. It was a very clear vocal, and that type of vocal, which is quieter, tends to draw people in to listen to you rather than you projecting it out so that you can be heard. You will listen to me. Okay, so I'm going to set another intention now, and my intention is to convey the intensity of the sadness and the pain that I am feeling. And I want you to listen to how that changes vibrato, where I've put the vibrato, my volume, everything, okay? If I lay here, If I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Can you hear the difference? There was so much more vibrato in that pass than the other. There was a lot more intensity. I was more connected to the feeling of sadness and pain. And I just want to demonstrate to you that using intention actually helps you access different tools in your tool belt. And just like a guitarist has pedals to create different effects, you can use intention to create different effects in your voice. The other two things to note is that your tone completely changes by the tongue position in your mouth. I'm going to demonstrate to you using an effect called twang, which is achieved by raising your tongue to almost the top of your mouth internally. You're using the middle of your tongue. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? If you notice that my tone now has a harder edge, and it's one of the ways that you can really achieve volume without having to belt. It's just achieved by changing the positioning of your tongue. So it's and I'm just literally adjusting my tongue as I go, like I'm lifting it up and I'm lowering it down, I'm lifting it up and I'm lowering it down. Just to show you that you are a work of art and you have all of these effects at your disposal because you're amazing. The last and sixth point is this: your tone will be at its most wonderful based on what you are classified to be. Bass, baritone, tenor, alto, mezzo, soprano, right? Those are the basic classifications. And as you can hear from my voice, my speaking voice is quite low. So I sing alto or mezzo, depending on how much sleep I've had, to be fair. And when you are an alto like myself, your richness and the warmth of your tone comes out the most when you are singing in your chest. That is when you will hear the richness of your tone. When you are a soprano, you will hear the best of your tone, usually when you are singing in your head voice, or maybe even in your mix sometimes. And that's not to say that if you are an alto that you cannot sing high. There are lots of altos that sing high. The classification that you are depends on the best of your tone. If the best of your tone is rich and warm when you are singing in your chest, you're most probably an alto. So those are the 6 ways that you can change, affect, impact your tone. And as you can see, these are really simple ways of changing how you sound like the amazing instrument that you are. I am opening spaces for the A-List program. It's for recording artists just like you who really want to explore the amazingness of your vocal gift. I give exquisite vocal training. On top of that, the A-List is for you if you want to kick down certain doors in the music industry and you really want to discover the truth of how powerful you are. I am taking people on the A-List now. It's a program for 3 months to work one-on-one with me. So I'll be accepting people. Write me a DM, I'll send you an application form, and then we can take it from there. Hope you've enjoyed the video.